Hello everyone and welcome to another Scorpion review. Today we're going to be doing Last Holiday, and for those of you who don't know, the premise is basically a woman is misdiagnosed with a terminal illness and what she, does with her life after finding that out. Now the movie is ranked in the genre of comedy, meaning we will be rating it out of 2 bags of popcorn, and of course Universal will be the Scorpion claws as always. There are no sequels to rank with it, so that's, ranking we don't have to worry about. Now, as far as general appeal goes, it's a pretty lighthearted comedy. So I'm going to go with it actually gets 2 Scorpion claws. Nothing much happens. I would really persuade anyone not to want to watch it. So, wider audience. And there's nothing in it that only points to people who are fans of comedy, because it holds as its own strong movie as well. There's a little bit of romance in there, a little bit of people getting their comeuppance, just a lot of stuff, and all of it's done in a way that even kids can watch it. So yeah, as far as general audience, it gets 2 Scorpion claws. It is really a fantastic movie. As far as comedy genre goes, now it could be further along in the comedy genre, like any of the spoof movies and stuff. So some people might not see it as solely comedy, but I think anyone who's a fan of comedy will get a kick out of some of the antics that Queen Latifia and LL Cool J wind up in as the movie progresses. So I'm still going to give it 2 popcorn bags out of 2, just because I think anyone will get enjoyment out of this film. I don't think there's really many people who are gonna watch the film and be like, I wish I had those hour and 30 minutes of my life back. It holds up pretty strong. Of course, now we're about to jump into where I delve a little bit deeper into some stuff that I might have liked about it. So here's your spoiler warning for anything that might come. And I'll go ahead and give you 5 seconds to click off of here if spoilers are an issue for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if my horrible voice didn't already scare you off, I'm assuming spoilers won't either. So we start off with Queen Latifah working, just a job in a convenience store, very blue collar. A lot of us can probably really understand where she's coming from with the customer service aspect of it. Her boss doesn't value her, yet, at the same time, really relies on her to bring stuff in and get jobs done. And we get to see her kind of live out the fantasy I think most people have of telling their boss, no, I quit. And the boss is like, oh, wait, no, actually, I need you. You're important. So I didn't want you to hold me up for a raise. So this is how, but I'll give it to you. And she's like, oh, now I'm important now that I'm quitting. And she just gets to go on with it. I feel like that's something a lot of people in the customer service would really like, because between the customers themselves and the bosses, everyone who works at can understand there. And from that point on, we just delve into even more hijinks, which are fun. Because, she's been on diets. Because, of course, Queen Latifah's a little bit bigger. I don't think she's fat or anything, but in the show, they're using that as an excuse to, she's been on diets. And she finally just decides, you know what, I'm going to live for me. I only have, I think it's 6 weeks left they give her. Might be a little bit longer, but I think it's 6 weeks. And she just decides to blow all her money. Something, once again, I feel like a lot of people, if they had it, could fully understand if you were dying. Sorry. But, so she goes to this hotel that she's always wanted to go to. It's crazy expensive. It has this chef that she really wants to try the food of. And she gets there, and first thing she does when she orders the food is she's like, I want one of everything. And I'm like, no substitutions. And she's like, no substitutions. So then the chef actually likes her because he's so used to all these spoiled people that come to the hotel asking for all these substitutions on his plates. So he's super happy to have, a person actually wanting them without substitutions. And they have a fun little dynamic there. the chef is actually played by a French actor. He's not bad. I actually find him really funny, especially in that particular role. He does a really good job. The entire time, LL Cool J was finally getting up the nerves to ask her out. And of course, she just flew away to a hotel in Europe. So now he's trying to figure out why she left, trying to figure out where she went, and when he does, he has to go over there, and then there's an avalanche to stop him. He has his own ordeal. But then we go back to Queen Latifah, and who would be there but the owner of the company she used to work for, who, of course, is just a massive a-hole, like you'd imagine. And it's just funny seeing her, slowly win over the rich people who are hanging out with him, and he just gets madder and madder. So, like I said, overall, it's a really funny show. I feel like anyone can get enjoyment out of it. There's a couple of jokes that, you'll get if you're an adult, but they're not so risque that kids can't watch it. So I will say, if you haven't watched it yet, it's definitely one to put on your shelves, and I think it's worth a watch. That's it for Scorpion Reviews this time. Reminder, it got a 2 out of 2 Scorpion Claws and a 2 out of 2 popcorn bags. So I at least liked it. Hopefully you will too. And until next time, you guys have a good one. Watch the movie. Don't watch the movie. Just don't send me threats. Or do, I guess. Don't know. Up to you. Have fun, everyone.